She dumped her kids and she left. And has she even called to see how they're doing? No. I mean, what does that say about her as a person? What does that say about...
I can hear you all the way down the hall.
Nicholas.
How dare you say that about her?
You need to know the truth.
What, the truth about Dad? What he did to her?
Hold on a second. What he did to her? Nicholas, you don't begin to know the truth, but you're going to hear it right now.
You're not Esther.
Nope, and I'm never gonna be. How are you, Mrs. Foster?
It's Larry, right?
You got it. Come on in. I just made myself a sandwich. Are you hungry?
Oh, no, thank you. Is Catherine home?
I haven't seen her. Here, let me get that.
Oh, thank you.
Ever since Jill left a little while ago, I've been here all alone.
Jill was here?
Yes. God, what am I thinking? You're the one that had that big surgery, right?
Yes, I did.
Well, I guess I don't need to ask how you're doing. You look great.
Thank you. This is my first trip back into the world. It looks very lovely.
Makes you appreciate a lot of things, doesn't it?
Yes, indeed. How's Jill doing?
Okay.
That's it? Okay.
Well, she's dealing with that business about being adopted. At least I think she is.
Well, you would know, wouldn't you?
You would think so, huh? You know, I'm supposed to be the boyfriend, but there's this other guy. You know what? I don't even want to get started on that, Miss Foster.
Great. Thank you, Paula. We'll get back to you right away. And listen, thank you very much for staying on top of this. All right, bye-bye. It's all arranged.
Oh, this is moving so quickly.
Well, I told you we can slow it down, or you can back out altogether.
No, that is not an option. Look, just let me be a little bit freaked out, okay? It doesn't mean I don't want to go through with it.
Sorry.
Oh, no, don't be. Oh, come on, you've been incredible. Frederick, I do want to meet my birth mother, all right? It's just...
Moving quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the problem when you ask a can-do guy to do something for you.
Okay. So what's our next step?
Well, since you're both willing to meet and feel that that's in order, I guess the next step is to decide exactly where and how your birth mother and you will see each other the first time. For that, we want to be very careful. Get it just right.
Please, you guys. If JT and I don't have to always sneak around, believe me, it'll be a lot easier for all of us.
And how do you figure that?
Well, I won't feel so guilty, and you guys won't have to be on my case all the time.
Kind of sounds like a one-way street to me.
No, not really. I have nothing to hide. You can tap my phone if you don't believe me.
I don't think we have to go that far.
Then what's the problem? Why won't you at least give me a chance? We've tried everything else.
Now, for one thing, we want to make sure you focus on your priorities.
School, you mean?
Last semester wasn't exactly anything to write home about.
I brought my grades way up this spring.
Yeah, what about next year?
Your junior year sets a pattern for college.
That's a long time from now.
You'd be surprised how fast the time goes, honey.
And you can't afford any distractions.
Not if you want to get into a good university.
So what? I'm not supposed to have a boyfriend? Any boyfriend? I mean, I might as well join a convent and study to be a nun.
No, Kathy, there isn't anything to be concerned about, as I was... Exactly. Well, you know kids this age. Sometimes they're just a little hard to pin down, that's all. That sounds wonderful, yeah. Well, okay, it was good talking to you two. Thanks. Bye.
Dead end, huh?
Yeah, afraid so. According to Brianna, the girls haven't talked in months.
So Brittany isn't crass with Brianna.
Damn. Kathy said she'd call if Brianna had heard anything.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have got my hopes up. Maybe one day I'll learn.
Keeping your big sister company? I heard you fed her some yogurt. Is that true?
She liked it.
Really?
I put it right on her lips. She ate it.
That's amazing.
My dad says she's gonna be all right. What do you think?
I hope your daddy's right. We're taking the very best care of her that we can.
I know. I wish she could talk to me.
You love your sister very much, don't you?
Wish my mommy was here.
Look, Mom, I know how you feel about
Your
Sharon.
mother never thought my girl was good enough for you, Nicholas.
Okay, but why are you getting into that now? I don't get it.
Doris got a letter from Sharon.
You heard from Sharon? How is she?
She seemed to be all right.
When is she coming home? And where is she?
That's just it, Nicholas. We don't know where she is.
She wrote the letter from Denver, but said she was leaving there and she couldn't possibly come home.
Because of your father, the advances he made. You know that. You saw him with your wife through the
Nicholas, you don't know the truth about what happened.
Look, what you really saw was a desperate girl reaching out and kissing your father, not the other way around.
I don't know, Frederick. What do you think? My mother? My mother? Did she voice any preferences over where she'd like to meet me?
No, Paula just said that she wants to know your name and she'll give you hers when she sees you. Other than that, no preference. So what do you think?
Does she mind coming to Genoa City?
Doesn't appear so.
Okay. Well, maybe my office. Nah, that wouldn't be any good. I certainly couldn't meet her at my house. I mean, Catherine would just love that, wouldn't she? Give her a chance to put in her 2 cents worth. Come on, do you have any ideas?
I think a neutral place would be my choice.
Yes, a restaurant.
Yeah, it's kind of public.
Yeah, but no place private feels right. I mean, we don't know each other, you know? What if we have nothing to say to each other? No, a restaurant feels good.
You know what? I agree. I agree, because then you can have a meal and give you something to do with your hands, make everybody more comfortable all the way around.
Yeah, yeah. Gina's, it's good for me.
All right, I'll propose it.
Okay, but don't let this be a deal breaker or anything. I mean, I would meet her at the perfume counter at Fenmore's if that's what she wants. Dark alley, I don't care.
You're excited, aren't you?
Yes. Yes, now that the nervous stage is over and we're focusing on the details, you're darn right I'm excited.
I can't imagine what it must feel like. I was talking with Paula. She was telling me about people she's helped who've been searching for their birth parents for years and years. Consumed their lives in some cases.
They didn't have you helping them.
Well, thank you, but we've been very lucky.
God, I wonder what she's gonna be like.
Yeah, it's probably better not to speculate.
Oh, I can't help it.
I suspect she's very beautiful. And if she's not smart as a whip, I don't know where you got her from.
Oh my God. I forgot to ask you about my father. Did your friend say anything about him?
Yes.
What?
Well, you know the line on the birth certificate where the father's name goes?
Yes.
Apparently it said not known. But, you know, Paula said that sometimes they'd write that in there if the mother didn't want to implicate the man, you know, if he was a pillar of the community.
It's all right. I understand, Frederick. Thank you. It's all right, I asked. You know, it's a little hard to hear, but I'll learn to live with it.
You okay?
Get on the phone with your friend and set up this meeting, and all my questions will be answered.
Thank you, Larry.
You're welcome. Look, Mrs. Foster, about me and Jill.
Oh, there's no explanation necessary.
Well, I don't imagine that I'm the kind of guy that you had in mind for her.
That's nonsense. It's not my business.
Well, just so you know, it's not like we're gonna get married or anything. We just like spending time together.
You don't need to explain anything to me. But you were talking about another man.
Yeah, Mr. Frederick Hot Stuff Hodges.
Oh.
Yeah, he's trying to help her, you know, find her,
Her birth mother.
Yeah, you okay with that?
Honestly, I wish I'd never told her about being adopted. She doesn't need to know about that this late. I was just scared about my surgery, and I wasn't thinking straight.
Yeah, well, she sure is amped up about it now.
I know.
You know, I tried to help the girl out. I, was sneaking out of the hospital with her birth records. I mean, I had them in my hand. And then I got nailed by the supervisor from hell.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. She got this Hodges guy working on it. I think he's, I don't know, part lawyer or something.
Oh, Lord. I wish she wouldn't waste a lot of energy on this. Life's too short.
Have you tried to tell her that? Because I did, and I got nowhere. I mean, even with this hotshot Hodges' help, I think she's gonna come up empty-handed.
So long ago.
Yeah. What are the chances that she's actually going to hunt down someone who was trying to cover their tracks even back then?
Thank you, Paula. I will. Bye-bye. It's all arranged.
At Gina's.
Yep. You and your birth mother have a dinner date.
Do you suppose she comes from right here in Genoa City?
Or someplace very nearby.
I could have passed her on the street. I could have spoken to her. Lord, what if it's somebody I know?
Nobody said this wasn't a possible can of worms.
No, it's nobody I know.
Yeah, that's why I would have been more comfortable if she'd lived in Florida or somewhere and you guys had been corresponding for a little bit before getting on a plane. But, you know, that's just because I'm a conservative, cautious man.
You will never let me live that down, will you?
Never.
How can I ever repay you for this?
Well, you know, you may decide not to after you've met her.
No. I am going into this thing with my eyes wide open, all right? I have no illusions, no expectations.
If you say so. You know about that gratitude you just mentioned?
Yeah?
Well, there is something I could use.
You name it.
Well, I haven't had a good kiss in a long time.
Oh, Frederick.
Forget it. Just give me a bottle of scotch.
No, come here.
Wow. That was worth the wait.
You know, I'm gonna go home and get changed.
Do you want me to come with you tonight?
No, Frederick. No. This is something I gotta do on my own. You're a remarkable
Come on, Colleen, you're being ridiculous.
Ashley, Granddad has told me how popular you were in high school. I mean, you must have dated a lot, and it didn't ruin your life.
Oh, that's true, but I didn't have the kind of serious relationship you have with JT.
It's the intensity of your feelings for him that worries us.
Why?
because your whole life revolves around him, Colleen.
I have girlfriends too, Dad.
How much time do you spend with them?
When I'm not with JT, Lily
Well, that's
and
my
I...
point, when you're not with JT.
You've even given up your dancing, honey.
And that was so important to you.
Yeah, well, I've outgrown it.
Honey, it seems like the only thing you're interested in is finding opportunities to spend time with JT.
Well, it wouldn't have to be that way if we could plan dates like normal kids.
Well, that may be. But I'm concerned that if I allowed that, you'd think that you could see him whenever you want and as much as you want, and then we'd be back to square one.
No, we're not. I have learned a lot since square one.
I wish I could believe that.
See, you wish you could believe me. Which means you could, but you won't.
Oh, look, don't twist my words around.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Ashley, help me. How can I prove myself to Dad if he won't trust me?
You've given me plenty of reason not to, honey.
So we can never try a different arrangement? How can I prove that I've learned my lesson?
Earning trust takes time.
It also takes giving me a chance.
She has a point, honey.
Thank you.
How about we say, for the sake of argument, that we try out what you're proposing?
Ash.
No, just for the sake of argument.
I just want a normal relationship with JT, Dad.
Normal.
Look, maybe I should have checked it out myself first.
No, you did the right thing coming to me. Apparently Brittany wants to handle this on her own. I just had hoped that she might reach out to someone for help.
I was thinking the same thing, too. And Brittany and Rihanna used to be so close.
It made perfect sense, especially when you said that Brittany mentioned her the morning she took off. Now?
Okay.
You're so sweet to ask.
No, I mean it. I know this has to be rough.
Fine, really, thank you. God knows I've had my share of experience in dealing with disappointment in life.
It's weird, you know?
What's that?
It's just, I've known you since I was a little kid. You were a big old scary adult, and now we're sitting around talking about personal stuff.
You don't mind, do you?
No, heck no. And we're like old friends, I guess.
You and Brittany started off at Walnut Grove together in kindergarten. We used to carpool together, your parents and Frederick and I.
That's a little too far back. I don't remember that far.
Well, it was a simpler, easier time. At least maybe I'm just imagining it that way. But you were a handful, that much I am certain.
Well, some people still think I am. Oh, look, hey, if you're gonna be all right, I'm gonna get out of here.
What is wrong with me? You have been sitting here all this time. I haven't even asked you if you'd like something to drink.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
No, you must. It's late. You're starving. I'm sure you haven't had anything to eat. Please order something.
Okay, that's really nice of you, but I'm okay.
Please. You have been so supportive. It is the least I can do.
I guess I could go for a burger.
Good. Great. Waiter, excuse me. Could you bring a couple of menus over when you have a chance, please?
You were the sweetest thing. All wrapped up in a pink blanket when Bill brought you to me. And from that moment, you have been mine, my little girl.
Chancellor,
No, Larry, it's me.
do you have a moment?
Well, actually, I'm in a rush.
Hey, you need to come in here. There's someone that wants to say hello.
Mama? Hello, Joe. When I saw you at the hospital this morning, you said you weren't getting out till tomorrow.
But they let me out early, and I felt like moving around.
Oh, Mama, I would love to spend some time with you right now,
Well,
but
you're obviously in a rush.
Actually,
Jill, please, don't be in a rush and don't be rude. Have a seat.
No, Larry, I won't. Mama, I'm sorry. I am in a rush. I have a dinner date.
Huh. With that Hodges dude, right?
No, Larry. Mama. It's with my birth mother.
Do you know where your daddy is?
Nope.
Do you know when he'll be back? I'm sorry, honey. I can't stay any longer. I have to go take care of some other really sick people. Will you be okay here by yourself for a little while?
Cassie's with me.
If anything happens, I want you to push this button, but don't touch anything else. And I'll be back in a few minutes to check on you and your sister, all right?
Sure.
Okay, so this is your story now, that wasn't your fault. You weren't to blame in this.
Son, I understand your feelings, all right? But I'm getting a little fed up with your disrespectful ways with me. For your information, I'm not blaming Sharon.
My daughter says it's all your father's doing. It's in her letter. He's got it now.
Is there a message in here to me or to the kids?
She says how much she loves you.
But not enough to come home. She's just too traumatized by what happened with Victor.
Can't you understand how she would feel?
Honey, yes, of course I could if it were true, but it isn't.
Says who? You know, you told me yourself what happened. So were you lying then or are you lying now?
Son, all I ever wanted is for you to have the best chance to salvage a marriage to a woman that you obviously love.
You know, all this talk about Sharon and me really warms my heart. Except it's all a lie.
No, son, it is not a lie.
Dad was just trying to protect you, Nicholas. I mean, let's not forget, Sharon's not exactly pure as the driven snow.
Okay, that's it. That's enough. This is the mother of my children, and I don't want to hear this anymore. I got a little girl in there who may not make it. And you're in here tearing apart the one woman who might make a difference.
Honey, we are not saying this to hurt you.
You are hurting me. You know, Dad was right. If I could find a way to get Sharon here right now, it would be the best news in the world. So instead of concentrating on everything Sharon ever did wrong, could we please try and find a way to get her back here?
I agree with you.
So you found her?
Yes. Mama,
It's all right with me, daughter. But I hope you know, I'm going to be calling you that for the rest of my life.
Well, of course you are. I want you to.
You know, this is incredible. I mean, how did you pull it off?
Frederick has a friend, a professional.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Larry, please.
No, never mind, all right? I'm cool with it. And I'm sure that you two want to talk.
Well, Jill, if you're in a hurry.
I apologize.
It was nice seeing you, Mrs. Foster, and I'm really glad that you're all right in the, you know, the old cabeza.
Me too. Thank you. Nice man.
Mama, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Of course you didn't. Now, don't you be silly.
But I have, haven't I?
Girl, I just walked through the valley of the shadow and came out the other side. I am bulletproof. I'm glad you found her so easily. I was beginning to wish that I hadn't told you about being adopted.
Oh, no. I'm glad you did.
You're sure about that?
Well, there's no going back, so what does it matter?
If you hadn't found her, you might have been haunted by it for the rest of your life, so it's good.
Thank you.
Girl, I hope that when you meet this woman, she is someone that you can be proud of. I mean, someone that will make you feel good about yourself.
I've already got you for that.
But you're in a hurry. So, where are you going to meet her?
Oh, at Gina's.
Oh, I thought I might like to come with you. I'm curious, I guess.
Oh, if you think that...
Oh, no. It's not about me. But maybe if everything goes well, I might like to, you know, but not tonight.
You sure?
Yes. Now, you go ahead.
Okay. You're not leaving?
Well, I'm hoping that Catherine will come home. I want to let her know that I'm all right.
I have no idea where she is. I'll just change. I'll be right back.
Dad, I promise I will not take advantage, and I'll work twice as hard in school.
And what about JT? If we set certain conditions, will he be able to abide by them?
He'd have to live by our rules.
JT's never wanted anything but the best for me, and he would never get me to blow off my studies. He likes that I'm smart.
She has improved her grades a lot lately.
And besides, he has his own life. He works at the boutique, he has his own classes at GCU.
Oh, I'm sure he'll find time in his schedule for you.
Anyway, Dad, if I don't date him and I'm going with some other guy, I mean, you might not like him either.
Would you be willing to try?
Come on, Dad, that's not funny. The guys my age are total dorks anyway.
Honey, what do you think?
Look, I realize I've given you both a lot of reasons not to trust me. But you can't hold it against me forever, can you? I can't change the past, but can we please start over? Please?
How's your hamburger?
It's good. Oh, you want some fries?
You enjoy them. You know what I'm craving right now? A cigarette. Isn't that awful?
You smoke?
Oh, years ago. It was an awful habit. Can't even imagine why I'd be craving one now.
Stress, probably.
Probably.
Well, look, if you want to light up, go ahead. Doesn't bother me.
That's the last thing I need right now.
That was everything you're dealing with.
But I'm not the only one dealing with something, am I? Before Rihanna's mom called, you were telling me about this girl you're seeing, that you've been a perfect gentleman, and yet there's still a problem. Is it her family?
Yeah, pretty much.
But not exclusively. There's still something else bothering you.
Trust me, you don't want to hear about this.
Try me.
It's just...
You mentioned she was younger.
Yeah,
Nice girl.
totally.
Good family. Should I go out on a limb?
Oh, look, Mrs. Hodges, I don't know for sure.
I don't mean to embarrass you. I'm certainly not judging you. But I can probably guess what the problem is. You're a healthy, young man used to a certain carnality.
Huh?
A certain type of relationship with women your own age. And now you've fallen for someone who's not quite there yet. Am I warm?
I can't believe we're talking about this.
We don't have to. You could just say, Anita, mind your own business.
It is pretty frustrating, I guess you can tell, huh?
I can surmise given the situation.
This is the first time I've ever felt this way about any girl. You know, and she's so beautiful, and I can't even touch her. It's driving me nuts, and I don't know what to do about it.
I can totally understand. Probably much more than you realize.
Yeah, but you're married.
Think marriage should guarantee a certain level of intimacy, physical affection?
It should.
You're right, it should. In theory. That's the problem with relationships. They don't always conform to our expectations.
No sign of Catherine yet.
None but, oh, look at you.
Oh, this is an old dress.
But you look lovely.
Is it too much? Should I put on something more casual?
Lose the pearls.
I didn't know if I should wear high heels. You know, what if she's really short?
Well, honey, I'm short. What does it matter?
Is my hair?
Oh, it's perfect.
This feels so weird. I feel all nervous, like I'm going on a date and you're helping me get ready.
Not the first time.
But this is different.
Yes, it is. Oh, I wish you luck, girl. No matter what, I'm here for you always.
Oh, Mama. I am so sorry if I've ever hurt you or if I've ever disappointed you.
No. Now, you go on. You go ahead. Go ahead. This isn't goodbye.
No.
Or is it, girl?
Whether or not your dad agrees to start over, I think we should all be a lot more open with each other.
Like I was today when I told you I lied about seeing JT.
I have to admit that was a good start.
Dad, maybe if you weren't so hard on him, I might be more willing to listen to your advice.
That was the wrong thing to say.
Why? What'd I say?
Because, honey, you can't just pick and choose which rules you want to follow.
She's right. That's very important.
Now, we want to believe that you're not just telling us what we want to hear.
No, that's not true, honestly.
You won't have a second chance.
I know that. You think I don't know that? I remember how close I came to being sent back east to boarding school.
If you don't follow the rules even
No.
one time.
I didn't ask this if I had any plans to screw it up, and JT won't screw it up either.
Okay. We'll give it a try. We'll see how it goes.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, hold on now. Listen, young lady. We want to know when these visits take place. And if we feel that they're inappropriate or interfere with their schoolwork.
You'll shoot me down.
Yeah. And there's also going to be a reasonable curfew.
Yes, sir. You will not be sorry.
You know, it kind of blows me away.
What's that?
You're still a hot lady.
Thank you.
And maybe I shouldn't have said that.
No, it's a lovely compliment.
I mean, any guy married to you, it's kind of hard to believe it.
Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned anything.
Yeah, I should probably go. Thanks for dinner, though.
I have made you totally uncomfortable. I apologize.
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm just sorry you're having to go through all these problems.
Yeah, I'm sorry you are too.
I guess we're just gonna have to learn to cope with it, huh?
Yeah, I guess we are. You must go.
All right, Jill, here you are, facing front.
Good, because I want to keep my eye out. I'm meeting someone that I don't know.
Understood. Would you like a drink while you're waiting?
Oh, Lord, yes, No, on second thought, maybe I won't.
Well, you're the customer. It must be an important meeting.
Yes, thank you, yes. You have no idea.
What is she doing here? Not now, Catherine. You are the last person I want here.
My suggestion is we have Paul Williams take a look at the letter and see if there are any clues that might help us locate Sharon.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. Just for the record, I don't know the truth about that night. All I can tell you is what I saw. And to be honest, I don't really give a damn who started it, because when I looked in that window, you weren't doing anything to stop it. And that is the image that I will carry around for the rest of my life. It's my wife and my father. And there isn't anything you or anyone in this room can do to erase that picture.
Nicholas.
I just want Sharon home for my daughter. I want her here for Cassie.
Love you, Cassie.